This morning, it is the dry days of August, right at the end of August here, going into Labor Day, right? Is that Monday, going into Labor Day? People pulling the boats out. Up here in North Georgia, we will see, after Labor Day, we will see what we call the parade. There'll be the parade. The boats are coming out. The campers coming out for fall. And it is the no news end of the month. So the media is creating some news. I know what you're saying. Well, wait a minute. Is that not what they do every day? Yes, they create the news. But what I want to talk about this morning, and I want this segment to stand on its own, the opiate crisis. Okay? So let's go through a couple picks real quick, and we're going to talk about the opiate crisis in America. Now, obviously, Donald Trump, Attorney General Barr is going to spend $30,000, and he's going to party like it's 1999 at Donald Trump's Washington, D.C. hotel. Media's all messed up over that. Obviously, Deutsche Bank has the tax returns. We have the tax returns. We have the beef. Oh, I killed myself. That was funny. You know the commercial with the fast food restaurant, Josh? We have the beef. All right. That's what Deutsche Bank's saying to the Democrats, Jerry. We have the beef. Look, folks, the media does not like to actually discuss the President of the United States as a businessman. You would never know he's a businessman, and he has built a hotel empire, golf course empire, real estate empire all the way around the world, that you would never know that he's had a positive impact on the world in real estate. And they would never explain to you that millions, and I do say millions of transactions around the world for loans of construction, the media wants you to feel as the president went to get a construction loan. Well, your local banks are full from little guys and ladies that are building their real estate empire that are up at the bank right now trying to get a $150,000 loan, and the bank says we need your 3 years tax returns to put with the loan application so you can buy the house to get your real estate world going that you want to do. Doesn't matter what level. Oh, you want to build a $6 million shopping complex. Okay, here's what we're going to need. We're going to need these financials, those financials, whatever. Okay? They would never bring you that kind of news. They want to lead you to believe Deutsche Bank, okay, has the goods, okay? Number 5, just a minute. We want to go to opiates, but this is just there for a second, okay? Number 5 there, Josh. There it is. Deutsche Bank discloses it has tax returns tied to Trump's sought by House committees. All right, opiate crisis in America. Let's just go there. Number 6. Purdue Pharma offers $10 to $12 billion to settle opiate claims. Now I'm going to ask you a question, and I know I'm going to, if I get attacked by the left, which I will, where does the money go? Where does the money go? I mean, where would $10 to $12 billion go? Now, if you fall for treatment, well, it will go for treatment. One more area for the government to fund something that you come in and it's called treatment center. Number 7, Purdue Pharma. Now, the family that owns this is willing to walk away from it, okay? Johnson & Johnson, big decision yesterday. Here is the next one, Washington Post. Purdue Pharma in talks over multi-billion-dollar deal to settle more than 2,000 opiate lawsuits. So, we didn't realize we had a crisis. We made a deal with the devil, and we made a deal with Big Pharma, and they created opiates, and they started prescribing opiates, and supposedly they caused this problem, and lawmakers were unbeknownst to them. They did not realize in rural America, in Kentucky and West Virginia and Towns County, Georgia, and Cherokee County, North Carolina, and they just didn't realize what was going on. They did not realize that Big Pharma was poisoning our children a generation ago. But they plowed forward, right? Or do you think possibly they've known all along what they were doing? Do you think possibly they destroyed rural America with the methamphetamines, opiate addictions, heroin? Do you think they destroyed rural America intentionally? What if? You see, let me tell you this, okay? Think about this. Let me give you this. You think about this, okay? Let's say chicken plant employs 400 people. 400, right? Let's say it does. 3 shifts, chicken's going through there. Boom, right in time on the table for a Baptist preacher on Sunday afternoon, right? 400 people. Now, you are led to believe that white people won't take the jobs, or black, white, whatever, won't do the job. So we have to bring in someone from Guatemala, El Salvador, wherever, to do the jobs, right? We had a raid of a chicken plant, okay, in Mississippi. Now here's what I'd like for you to do. I'd like for you to do the research in the area the plant had an ICE raid, okay, and see what their opiate addiction crisis problem is in that area. Because I'm going to tell you right now, right where I sit this morning, there's a chicken plant. And right where I sit this morning, they're paying very well. They're paying good money. And right where I sit this morning, there's enough opiate-addicted, white trash people, okay, that could clean themselves up and fill every job at the chicken plant, and not one person has to come across the border, and not one raid needs to be. But we destroyed that workforce. Oh, we did, folks. If you I'm going to take this home wherever you're at in America, because I know the problem in West Virginia. I know the problem in Kentucky. I know the problem in Arkansas. I know the opiate addiction problem, all right? And you can't find people to work. Did they know they were collapsing our workforce when they started this stuff? Did politicians let it happen for a reason? Because if you take right here where I'm sitting, Pickens County, Georgia, Fannin County, Georgia, Gilmer County, Murray County, Dawson County. Did I say Gilmer County already? Union County, Towns County, Cherokee County, North Carolina. Every bit of these areas that are driving distance from the chicken plant, there's more than 400 opiate addicted people in crisis that if they were cleaned up tomorrow and off the yam, they would be, there you go, there's your job. But instead, we're taking care of those people through an opiate addict. I mean, we're using this, right? We're taking care of these people. We have switched them to dependents. We have switched them to, I mean, they're drug addicts. Their kids are growing up knowing their caseworker. I mean, I hear this. I'm on the, I'm thinking this morning, what is the media's direction? Do you realize how many kids in America are not the kids coming across the border? How many kids in America, in a rural America, are growing up with their caseworker? Let's go through this a little further, okay? Where would this $1 billion go? Number 8, Johnson & Johnson. Yesterday, big lawsuit, and this is not the same. This is the tagline from MSNBC. Purdue Pharma offers 10 to 12 billion to settle opiate claims. Now, opiate claims are the states, right? Government, states, they want the money. Oh, absolutely. Don't you find it interesting this is a big circle? You create the drug, you addict the people, you ruin rural America with this addiction problem, you ruin the labor force with this problem. Got nobody to work at the plant. Now we have raids and we have people coming across, and we say this, and it really gets under my skin. We say the people coming across the border, the National Chamber of Commerce, we need workers. Why are you continuing to fall for this and believe this when you have workers right here? We just got to clean them up. Well, we are going to get these billions of dollars from the evil big pharma, and what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our cuts out. So for every dollar we get, by the time all of the government and the officials and everybody steal theirs, you may get a quarter if you're lucky. Then we're going to put treatment centers in place. Why a treatment center is good? Damn it, just get them off it and let them get the shakes for, 14 days. That's it. Let them get the shakes for 14 days. Clean them up. But no, we have people speaking out. Now, this guy in particularly, number 9, they've gone to him. Why 2020 presidential candidates speak out about the opioid crisis. He was there, folks. He was a U.S. congressman there. He didn't do nothing about it. He didn't care about it. Okay? Big Pharma, I am not a fan of Big Pharma, but Big Pharma cannot do any more than they're allowed. Our government let them do it, and they were complicit, and they were on board. Now they get the money. It's the circle. Now they're back to they're going to get the billions of dollars. Just like the tobacco industry. Okay? Number 10. Well, they got Cory Booker. I can't go through all. I just picked a couple. Number 10 there, Cory Booker. Big Pharma contribute to an opiate crisis that continues to destroy countless lives and communities in every corner of our country. They must be held accountable. Okay. How come our government's not going to be held accountable? How come the Cory Bookers of the world? How come Barack Hussein Obama and Nancy Pelosi, who the opiate crisis in America, it's on their way. How come nobody has to be accountable but Big Pharma? Why, Cory, all that time you spent up there in the Senate, you didn't realize this was going on, did you? Well, this caught you off guard. Hold on just a minute. Let me get a couple more. We will get to in a minute how... let's see. I want to stay on the opiate addiction just for a second here. Yeah. Just for a second. We know all the other things going on. Joe Biden's in the lead again. They got nothing to talk about. Let's see what else I have here. We got a hurricane. I understand the hurricane is coming over Puerto Rico. Number 41. I forget the family's name that owns this pharmaceutical company. Purdue Pharma settlement talks. Number 41. And let's see what else I have here. Number 48, Josh. There it is. The Sackler family. They're the Sackler family. Could give up Purdue Pharma. They may just give it away. Look, we got $900 billion. I just said that, okay? They're not trillionaires, but they're like, really, we don't need this. We'll just give you the pharmaceutical company. The Sackler family could give up Purdue Pharma. Under proposed settlement, they'd pay $3 billion of their own money. Pay it to who? Who gets it? I mean, I think it's great attorney generals all across the United States are suing Big Pharma, but who gets the money? Oh, we're going to have treatment centers. Why, you're going to have a treatment center right next to you. Here's one they're getting, okay? Let's put this in a mix. 52. North Carolina is suing 8 e-cigarette companies. State accuses companies of unlawfully marketing to children. But this is what the Democrats think. Let's go. Let's see this, Josh. Let me see. Let's go to number. Let's go to number 9. Because this is one of the candidates. 2020 presidential candidates speak out on opioid crisis. Opiate crisis. Think about that. Okay? But this is what they think is an actual crisis. Number 53. Climate crisis. A town hall. 10 candidates. Climate crisis. Not your children. Not our kids. This is it. Why they have to save the planet and get us to where we can pass 12 years, because in 12 years we're all gone according to their predictions, so that we can raise the next generation to addict them to something or to do something to them in America, and then get the next billions of dollars from corp. Let me tell you something, okay? If you look, I know you hate the greedy corporations. I get it, all right? And that's not where I'm going. But if you ever look at an industry, okay, that has been successful in this country, as soon as it gets to the point where the government, they don't tax them per se, but they go after them and take things away from them. They regulate and take things away from these corporations. So Big Pharma, they were on board. They've been on board, but it's up now to where they can take the money. And let me see this. Hold on just a second. I had it here just a minute ago. This belongs to, get off that, go to number 3, 4, anything that says opiates, okay? Remember the Affordable Care Act, okay? Does that say opiates on it? Because I can't read it. Just go to something that says opiates. If it says opiates, put it up. I won't talk about the border wall yet. March 23rd, 2010. What is significant about that? That's the Affordable Care Act. That's the day that Barack Hussein Obama and Nancy Pelosi gave Big Pharma the green light on so many things. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. That's the day that Barack Hussein Obama had a majority in the House of Representatives and 60, a super majority in the Senate. Yes, 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 yes. 2010. Why, they could have cleaned this mess up right there. They could have made sure this never happened. But they chose not to. You got to understand, Barack Hussein Obama owns this opiate crisis in America. 8 years he had. He had multiple opportunities to stop this, and he didn't. I'm your host, BKP. Let's go to our next segment right after these messages. Take a short break there, Josh.